Hello again. Welcome to another episode of RedChair podcast. This is your host, Preston Gray, joining you again with a couple of special members here. We have TV135 joining us in the studio today. How's it going, guys?
How you doing? Glad to be here.
Good to have you guys. Thank you for joining us for another great episode today. But I just wanted to jump around and have you guys introduce yourselves a little bit too. Tell us a little bit about us too. So we start with Mr. Marty right here at the end of our panel.
I'm Marty Sywinski. I attempt to play the guitar and make funky noises, including whale sounds. Very close to my heart. Being in Colorado, you got to embrace the ocean as much as possible. So
very nice. Yes, there's plenty of what we have. Water, of course.
Absolutely.
I'm Dave Wild. I play bass and occasional synth noises. I've been playing bass since I was a teenager. Moved out here from New Jersey in '99 and hooked up with Aaron, about 5 years ago, and we've been working on this project since.
East Coast. You can see how the whale sounds attribute into that as well.
I'm Aaron. I'm the smart one of the band, obviously. And I scrapped up these guys in a junk pile somewhere a few years ago, and we've just been making love ever since.
Very nice. That's a very close connection with your bandmates, sir.
Oh, yeah. We're like this,
Yeah, I got to keep it tight.
For those of the viewers at home who aren't aware with it too, it's a family dynamic too, but most of the time it's like your girlfriends that you're really kind of messing with too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So don't mess with my bandmates. They're my bitches.
So we know, from looking up you guys from before too, I know a little bit about your sound, a little from where you're from. You guys are Fort Collins local, but members distributed around. Is that correct there too? A couple of y'all they bounce back forth from Loveland for practicing too, and then you guys get together for different shows. You play mostly Northern Colorado, is that right?
Yeah, I mean, we've played everywhere from Fort Collins down to Denver. It's mostly where we're going right now, a lot of local stuff. But, we'll play anywhere.
Very cool.
We'll play your bar mitzvah. Price is right.
There you go. 13-year-old boys out there, look it out. TV135's got you for that bar mitzvah. So in terms of the music then, gentlemen, too, so you have had, with the ephemeral whale sounds and all the fun little funky tones you make with the guitar, bass, all that fun, you guys have been kind of described on every note from Pink Floyd, a lot of those sounds that come through, versus Radiohead, versus even like Dave Matthews Band, some of those elements, indie rock, alternative rock there too. So kind of elaborate a little on that style for me there too. What kind of influenced you to make the sounds that you do too? And tell me a little bit about how you developed that style and what really is kind of the key characteristics of it too that you try and push whenever you're working through your art.
So the honest answer to that is there is no real secret. There is no real pattern. It's just kind of a song will come to me in a certain way. And like you said, I'm influenced by Radiohead, Pink Floyd, that sort of stuff. Excuse me. But, music just comes to me in any style, in any fashion. And I'll have an idea and I'll come to these guys. And we kind of treat music much more as an emotional experience rather than a musical experience. And that's kind of why it's so ethereal and we have so many sounds going on and things like that.
More of a show, more of a performance kind of thespian-like than it is just kind of like a musical thing there too.
I would say more of us bearing our hearts in a very real way.
Very nice. I feel like that's where true music really finds its best ground, is whenever it gets to that point where you can see the passion within the playing too. You go see a band live, you see them just kind of expressing a lot of that great emotional backing right out of them too.
Absolutely.
And it kind of flows from them there too. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think it also depends on your goals as you start. I think some acts will say, you know what, I'm going to be X. I'm going to be a techno producer. I'm going to do a metal band. For us, it's been a growth over time. We've just grown into what we've done without any preconceptions, just noise, and just the noises we make together, we try to make them work. Mm-hmm. And of course, from that direction, that's how your influences come out, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they tend to meld pretty organically, like Aaron was saying. When he brings a song to practice, he has no preconceptions about where the rest of the band goes with it. And that's just super cool canvas to work with, because then it's like everybody put your own flavor on it. If it sounds like Botswanian tango when we're done, then so be it, man.
But everyone's free to be themselves in the song, and that's key, I think. Mm-hmm. That's where it really connects with people as well.
Okay. Is that really key to your writing process? Do you guys kind of do it like sort of top down, where it's like everybody kind of has a conglomerate of ideas together and it kind of melds into one single thing? Or does like certain members of the band come with bits and pieces of, I thought this sounded really cool, I wanted to kind of explore that more, and then someone will like add to that? How do you guys kind of go about your arranging and your writing style?
Normally, I mean, like I said, I'll have an idea. I'll come up with a basic rhythm for it, guitar piece or a piano piece, and then work out the lyrics and the melody. And so I kind of have an idea of where I'm going. But like Marty said, then I bring it to these guys, and they put their own feel and flair to it, and it totally evolves into something else. And so that's kind of the beauty of the song is no matter what the seed is that I come with, these guys help me turn it into something I never even realized it could become. And that's where all of our songs are so different and in so many different places.
That's
We
awesome.
definitely fertilize his ideas
they're
sometimes.
good at fertilizing me. It's great.
Sprinkle a little good stuff, a little salt on that.
You know, I think a big key to it is to not be afraid to rework things too. Sometimes, we've, again, we've been Aaron and I've been doing this for a while, and we've reworked ideas multiple times and taken, let's take a fresh angle of that. Let's kind of, let's rework it and see what else we can do with that, and kind of keep. In no small part just to keep it fresh for ourselves. A song we might have been playing for 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah, I wish I
now.
could say we were perfect the first time every time, but
True.
it definitely takes work. It's something that just evolves over time.
So that's a big question that I actually had for you guys too. We've discussed in past episodes is knowing when a song is really at completion. Is it more the emotional aspect, or is it more the aspect of the technical work you put into it that you say, this is it, this is the song, it's ready, I have the satisfaction of playing it? When is that point?
I think it takes both of those things, but I don't think a song is ever truly done. Because once you played a song 20 times and think it's exactly how you want it, it begins to evolve. And every time you replay something live, it begins to evolve. So that's the beauty of a song, is it never truly dies.
Yeah.
Well, I think when you're looking for, at its heart, we're playing rock music, and rock is an attempt to make, from the musicians, an attempt to make an emotional connection with the people that are listening to it. But you're also exploring your own emotions, and as these songs progress, they can grow, and you say, wow, there's an angle I never explored before, or moving into this direction makes it feel a little bit different. It makes it darker or lighter, so on and so forth. So yeah, I don't think you ever complete a song, you just abandon it.
Cool. So lots of feels.
Yeah,
Lots of
definitely. I mean,
feels.
you feel when it's right too. If we're exploring something new, if it's working or not. It just feels right or it doesn't. And fortunately, we've got 4 like-minded guys that we all are on the same plane when that happens, or when it doesn't happen. We're like, yeah, nah, or money.
Yeah, we get each other pretty well. I think that's key to having a good band too, is you've got to be honest with each other, and you've got to really kind of get each other.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, they're my girlfriends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and honesty is huge too, is being able to say, whoa, what was that, man? Kind of, that's not a minor thing that is a problem for a lot of acts I've played with in the past or observed. Is you got to be able to say, whoa, I'm not
Tell somebody
too
when they
keen
suck.
on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a big
I mean,
ego
really.
thing. Plenty of people get egos pushing barriers on them
Yes.
too, and it's so hard to get those guys cohesive enough
Yeah.
to be able to be constructively criticizing each other and have their no bad blood too. It's broken bands forever
Yeah,
too. It's one of the big thing they always say is don't break up.
Yeah.
It's like all you got to really do is just don't break up.
And that's the beauty actually of playing with these guys is, I mean, not to even embellish, but these are very talented musicians. They've been playing their instruments a long time. I mean, Willie, who couldn't be here tonight, is one of the most incredible drummers I've ever played with. Very creative, very on point, but there's no ego. There's no ego in the room when we get together and play a song, and it changes everything.
You guys are talking emotion. I just want to see your pedal board over there, Marty, just to see what kind of fun whale sounds you make and how that comes
Secret
across.
orca pedal. Yes, indeed.
Well, I guess kind of the last question I just wanted to segue to you guys, just kind of as a promotion for yourself, what have you really been up to lately? What's been in the works professionally for you guys as a group that you've been working on?
Well, that's exciting. We actually just finished a 9-song album. 8 originals, 1 cover, which is pretty incredible. It's a Beatles cover, so that's a little hint if anybody wants to go check it out.
We are fans. We
Yeah.
are definitely fans here.
But we just accidentally hooked up with Chimera Studios, which happened to be an incredible place. We frickin' loved Chris, the owner there, and it was just an amazing experience. But they're just dropping our album now, so be on the lookout for that, and be posting some future gigging dates as well.
Very nice. You guys have any upcoming shows coming up now, or is it just with finishing the album process, do you have kind of a future direction, just kind of setting up things more for later in the year, or can we expect something as soon as next year from you guys?
I think we're going to be hitting the streets pretty quick now, hitting the ground running, trying to get everybody out there to listen to this album and see how it sticks.
Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on the panel just to talk a little bit about yourselves today, too. We're a growing process it is, too, so it's always nice to see fresh talent, especially ones that are maybe undiscovered in the midst there, too, to have you guys. So thank you guys for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks, Spencer.
Yep.
Awesome,
Thank you.
guys. Well, if you want to catch out TV135, they did just get done with their 9-song album through Chimera Sound Studios, and you're welcome to pick that up on all retailers here very soon. But until then, I'm Preston Gray, and we will be signing off. We will see you guys on the next episode.